Yeah, he's probably counting his bar, counting his door, counting all that shit. So
yeah, so I made it outside. The doors weren't locked yet, but I was just like, what the fuck?
yeah, oh man, I totally would have grabbed some bottles. I'd been like, oh, ain't nobody here?
Well, I think they had everything locked up.
I remember an incident with this guy.
Who?
Pointing to Bo.
Oh, okay. There you go.
McDidden's.
Oof.
I think it was either
It was a birthday. I'm
It
pretty
was a
sure it was a
birthday.
birthday.
I drove.
Yeah,
He got drunk.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we parked, there's that strip of shopping centers / restaurants. We were parked behind there. I remember getting to the car and I remember, I was like, please, not in my car, not in my car. It was like, we're all in the concrete and shit.
Yeah,
I was like, not in the car, not in the car.
That's always the best, man. Cause,
Yeah.
All right, since y'all all got to say one more, I got one more.
It's gonna be about somebody in the room.
Prom night. It's got to be. They call his didn't involve somebody in the room.
It does? Okay.
No, so I was gonna say it was prom night. It was prom night. I was with my boy Paul. Once again, Paul
Damn,
and
Paul.
my boy
Three in a
Jeremy.
row.
Reoccurring.
Yeah. Oh man, trust me. And the funny thing, and Paul hates this, but Paul's actually allergic to alcohol. What? Yeah, we didn't know that because the thing was he would drink, and his face would get red like a Batman mask. It was like a red Batman mask. It was crazy, and we were like, "Well, what the fuck?" He's like, "Well, I'm allergic to alcohol." I'm like, dude, what the? Why would you tell us that? Like, now we've been letting this kid drink for God knows how long. But anyway, prom night gets super wasted. We're with me, him, and my boy Jeremy. We are driving back from Clearwater, driving back out to. He lives in Bloomingdale, so we're driving out there. We're going across the bridge. Jeremy's driving. Paul's like, yo, I gotta throw up
On the bridge.
I was like, bro, I was like, dude, don't throw up because I gotta throw up too. And he's like, no, seriously, I gotta stop. Jeremy's like, yo, I'm on the bridge. Where am I gonna pull over? So he starts slowing down the car to like go onto the shoulder. Yo, Paul just opened the door. Now, mind you, we're in Paul's car. This is his car, but he was too drunk to drive. So he opens the back door, just rolls out. Like
shit.
combat rolled out the back of the car. And we're like, oh shit.
What the fuck out of
So,
here, dude?
so no, I'm dead serious, bro. I swear to God, if I'm telling you, he's on the side of the road throwing up. So I looked back. Now mind you, we're still moving forward. I was like, oh shit, like that. I'm looking out the window and just all over the side of his car. Just all over the side of the car, bro. So he's on the side of the road puking. I threw up on the side of his car. Luckily, Jeremy wasn't drunk, so we ended up making it back home. But man, that was so terrible.
Yeah, but hold on. Before we go on, I gotta know real quick though. How how fast was the car going when he rolled out?
It might not have been going that.
I know. I was
You know what?
saying, maybe like 5, 10.
No, it was probably like 15, 20.
What?
Yeah, because remember, we're going on the bridge.
Yeah.
So he's trying to slow down.
Oh my
So he's
God.
going like 70 miles an hour on the bridge. So he's slowing down. He just couldn't wait anymore. So he had to be going about 15, 20. And he just opened the door and was like, "Brr!" And then I looked back and I was like, oh shit.
We just lost somebody.
Fucking rolled out.
Yo, that shit was crazy, man. Yo, I mean, I can. Oh man.
Yeah.
That was great, man. Shout out to my boy Paul for not dying during those years, man.
Shout out to
That's
him for
crazy.
Sure.
Yeah,
That's
bro.
that's a remembered time.
That was my bro. That was my drinking buddy, bro.
Sponsored in part by
Jaeger
once of fucking alcohol.
by alcohol.
Problem and was it? Well, how does Homer say it? It's a
What?
Oh God, you always do this. Where's my? Oh, never mind.
You ain't even got it. You ain't prepared.
I owe you.
Yeah.
So, watching Game 5 of the NBA Finals. Kevin Durant has 2 fouls. Cavs are up by 8 points. LeBron James steals the ball, taking it all the way down the court. Slams the ball. And as he's slamming the ball, clearly gets hit in the head by Kevin Durant. No foul call. This foul would have been his 3rd, thus having him sit in the second quarter. Anybody who coaches basketball knows. If you get 3 fouls in the second quarter, you're sitting. Instead, the refs are like, we'll let that shit ride. Kyrie would say, stay woke, that's a conspiracy. Kevin Durant went on to score the next 8 points and lead the Golden State Warriors on a 20-2 run.
Yep.
cat's never recovered, and I was like, what the fuck? Anybody else got one?
Y'all got one?
Yeah. So I look at my phone. It's like, okay, time for an update. Updates the phone. Now everything's completely different. I was like, looking at this shit like,
What the fuck?
Cal?
Okay, yeah. So early this morning, somebody opened fire at a congressional baseball practice.
I heard about that.
oh shit.
The guy walks up with a shotgun and starts firing. Now, there's a charity game going on, Republicans versus Democrats. And the guy walks up with a shotgun, just opens fire on the field, hits 2 congressmen, and I think it was 2 congressmen, 2 policemen, and like a congressional aide. And I'm pretty sure the congressman, he's stable now. He was in critical condition. But seriously, a guy walks up with a shotgun, and nobody takes him down, does anything. And the fact is that he almost got away with it. Had it not been for the fact that one of the congressional people was a important guy and they had security there, he would have just massacred everybody.
Pretty much,
because there would have been no security there. So I heard that story this morning, and I was like, "What the fuck, America?"
So, y'all are ready for some shit. Shout out to Joe on this one because he actually put me onto this last week. So there was this thing over in Australia called the Great Emu War.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh,
the
wait
Great
a minute.
Emu War. It's called the Emu War, but also known as the Great Emu War.
yeah.
Because basically the emus at the particular portion of Australia they were in, I can't think of the name right now, but they were becoming overpopulated. Basically, they were kind of almost taking over. So put that in your perspective for a second, and sit there. And you're like, holy shit! Like all these fucking emus are taking over. Like, and this is legit. Like you can Wikipedia this shit.
I am right now.
Exactly. This is legit as hell. There is a portion, Serge, if you can look it up. I think it's like maybe in the second paragraph. There's 2 guys with 10,000 ammunition, and they are sent by the mayor to go take down these emus. And you want to know who won?
The emus.
Not the emu.
Yeah, the emus. The emus fucking won, dude. Like, this shit is chronicalized. This is a legitimate thing, dude. I can't still believe this shit at all. Like, but it is. It actually happened. 10,000 rounds.
Versus,
2 guys.
Versus emus.
Versus emus. And the emus
Well,
won.
there was 20,000 emus, so they're already fucking in the hole.
Exactly.
That's
You better
bad.
start hitting some 2 at a
You gotta
time.
Deadpool them shits.
Yeah, for real.
Something, dude. Like, that shit really had me like,
What the fuck?
Right now.
Yo, where was Bob Barker at on that one for fucking controlling the emu population?
right? Well, this shit was like, I think in like the 1900s, I think.
1923.
1920s. Okay.
Okay, I was gonna say, man, because
It's actually pretty incredible.
Yeah, like if you read some of the, like, seriously, like read some of this shit in here. Some of the lines in there that they have is ridiculous. Because
It says, the war. Military involvement was due to begin in October 1932.
the military versus
Yes.
the emus.
The war was conducted under the command of Major G.P.W. Meredith of the 7th Heavy Battery of the Royal Australian Artillery. They brought out the artillery.
Yes.
Here's my thing. That guy's got to be like the Gomer Pyle of the Australian military. They're like, look, we're gonna send. He's gonna fight this country. He's gonna fight this country. He's gonna fight this country. You, emus. You got the emus.
dude.
You got emu duty.
You're on fucking emu control population. Like, what the fuck? Seriously?
Exactly, dude. Like, this shit, like, you have to read it, man, when you get a chance.
What the hell's wrong with
You
Australia?
know what's funny too? You bring that up because this is going to sound bad, but I started playing World of Warcraft again. There's actually a guild called Great Emu War. I'm like, what the fuck is that shit?
How
They're from
about that?
Australia.
Probably.
That would be my guess.
No, yeah, they're an oceanic guild.
Yeah, Australia.
Yeah, there you
Australia.
go.
It's just.
Yes,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen, go look up the Great Emu War. And afterwards, there's some YouTube videos
Of the Emu War?
Yeah, some one. There's like a couple like there's like actually documentary.
Like a recreation.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say they do a recreation of their do a recreation.
I don't know
where
if
people
there's
just
any.
go out and shoot
I didn't
emus.
see anything like that, but definitely the explanation. You just sit there, you're laughing the whole time because this actually happened.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Like,
All right, before we
I
continue,
died.
Alfie, I owe you. So here you go, sir.
You are so dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
There you go. And for the World of Warcraft one you just had,
You are so dumb. You are really dumb. For
there
real.
you go.
You know what? Fuck
All caught up.
Fuck you.
Get him the hell out of here.
OMG.
You are the weakest link. Goodbye.
Population. Go get your rifle
Get
registered.
nothing. You lose.
So today's one must go. Actually, let me do it this way. We don't need that.
Yeah. What just happened?
We got one must go.
Yeah, you gonna do?
That's no idea.
Yeah, what is that?
You know what that is? That was SoundCloud's category still going.
Oh wow.
Shout out to Neighbors to the North.
Hell yeah, neighbors to the north.
Yeah, Neighbors to the North.
I feel like I had to say that again. If you don't know what I'm talking about, listen to Prime Time. Go back and listen to Prime Time. You'll see what the fuck I'm talking
I wish
about.
I knew what was going
Y'all
on.
ready? One must go.
Oh. Never ends. Yeah. Where's it at?
I don't
Drop the beat. They got to run into the building first.
Oh, they brought into the building.
Here it comes.
I almost forgot they were all British.
Yeah.
Hey, old British. It's a long ass intro.
Hell yeah.
The fuck is
They don't do it like they used to now.
You have no idea what that is.
Now most videos are just videos of their performance.
Funny thing is, even just with I can't hear it.
Oh,
Right.
okay, I get it now.
Yeah,
Which I really,
one must
really
go.
want. I wanna-
Spice
I wanna-
Girls.
Yeah.
For those
Yeah.
that don't know, you had the red hair one, which was, what was her name?
Ginger Spice.
Ginger Spice.
You want to go through them?
Yeah, of course.
You have to.
The
Ginger-
sporty one.
Ginger,
Sporty
baby,
Spice.
posh, sporty, and scary.
Okay.
There you go.
Her precious.
Well, since you
time.
know all the names, Swiss,
Go first.
You're up first.
Okay.
who came up with this anyway?
You did.
I did. All right. Well, go ahead. Go ahead. You knew the names. I didn't.
Yeah, man. I mean, well, how could you not know the names? The thing is, they were huge. Like, we can all stop fronting like the Spice Girls.
Oh,
weren't
no, I'm not
huge.
saying they weren't huge.
They were like the epitome. What was their whole big thing? Girl power. Any
Yep.
girl you
And
met.
power.
And they had a movie.
Yeah, I mean, they were
Spice
big.
World.
They were big enough to have a movie about nothing.
Yeah.
And apparently none of them wore bras.
Yeah. Oh no, not at all. They're British. You got to have something. But anyway, the one that's got to go for me is Baby, the blonde one.
Baby.
Yeah,
Really?
Baby Spice.
Wow.
Because it was a toss up between her and Posh, but I give Posh some credit because she still looks somewhat decent. I see Baby Spice now. Baby Spice looks like somebody, like she looks like that soccer mom that takes a little bit from the plate, and like when she makes the cookies, she keeps eating some of the cookies.
As
Yeah.
making them.
she made like an extra plate for herself. You know what I'm saying? Like she's no longer like most of the Spice Girls have remained somewhat attractive. Actually, they're obviously not what they look like because that was 20 years ago. But some of them aged pretty well. Her on the other hand, she hasn't aged very well, and she's got to go for me. She's gone.
All right. Okay.
So I'm
Fair.
going with Baby. Alf, brother Latino Heat.
Baby Spice.
Bam.
Damn.
That's it. Surge.
There you go.
Wow.
See, that's what I told you. If we all answered
to
like
the point,
Alf,
right?
If we all answered like Alf, our show would be 10 minutes. People could get on with their
real.
lives.
Right?
All right. Well,
He's trying to live.
at the time, I would have said the sporty one.
Yeah. She
And actually, no. At the time, I would have said Scary Spice
dope. Yeah.
Oh.
because I didn't like the hair. I thought she just didn't look. I didn't.
And the way she,
I
the way she
love
dressed
Scary
too.
Spice.
It was the way she dressed too.
Racist.
Yeah, I just no. It's not racist. I just wasn't.
I
feeling,
love Scary
I just wasn't
Spice.
feeling
Let's
the
just make that
overall
clear.
production.
Mel B. Melanie Brown.
Melanie B.
But
So
since
fucking
it's a
funny.
few years later, and you got to actually see them
Develop.
develop, as you will. Mel B staying.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
The red hair one staying.
Ginger.
I kind of like the blonde one.
Baby.
She reminded me of the blue Powerpuff Girl. in a way.
Yeah,
That's
because she
creepy.
acted like her.
Yeah.
But
creepy.
that's real cool when you're like 40.
That's real creepy.
And Posh did her thing, like you said. She kind of like